Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's a girl Journey. Thank you for stopping by. Today I'll be showing you how I make this center front gathers. So this is 3 years of vintage material. You can make use of 4 years depending on how full you want yours to be. So first of all, I'll fold the vintage this way, the material this way. Then I'm using the 60 inches by length and the 3 inches by width. So I folded it the first, then I folded it the second time. So on these folded parts will serve as the center front and center back. So the first thing I'm going to mark is the neck width, 3 inches width, 2 inches depth. You can make use of 1.5 inches depth, but I make use of 2 inches depth and 3 inches wide for the back pattern. So for the front, I make use of 8 inches depending on how deep you want yours, but here I make use of 8 inches for the depth of the front. So I'll go ahead and curve it. This is a V neckline. So after that, the next thing I'm going to mark is the sleeve. From the center front, I will mark 26 inches because it's a long sleeve. So here you can determine how inches you want yours, but here mine is 26 inches because it's long sleeve, and the sleeve round I'm making use of is 13 inches. It's not that kind big and it's not that kind small. Here you can make use of 14 inches, 15 inches depending on how wide you want yours to be. So the next thing I'm going to mark is on that line I'll be inserting bust measurement times 2. That is bust measurement divided by 4. Then what I have, I will times it by 2. That is what I'm placing here. Bust measurement is 10 inches and I added another 10 inches. Remember, this is on fold. The front and back is on fold. You can add as much as you want. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect the 20 inches down to the down part. So here I'm cutting the neck of the back and front together. So after I finish cutting it, I cut the sleeve. Then I went ahead to cut the side of the clothes. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut the shoulder slope. You can choose to leave yours like this, but I want to give it a shoulder slope of 1 inch, or you can make use of your free hand. Assuming this cloth is on fold on the shoulder, I wouldn't have given it shoulder slope. So shoulder slope is not a must. So here I'll be marking 1 inch down. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut the front neckline, but before that time I will remove the back. I'm removing the back pattern. It's remaining only the front. Don't cut your front and back together. Remember to separate the back from the front. So I'm cutting the V neckline for the front now. So this is it. This is the back and this is the front. So the next thing I'm going to do is to use a bias to pipe the neck of the front and back. You can use interface depending on how you want. So I finished biasing it. I use the material to bias the front and the back. So the next thing I'm going to join is the shoulders. So this is the belt we'll be using to snatch the waist. So is 33 inches by length and 5 inches by width. So I'll go ahead and fold it this way, then I will sew. After sewing, I'll turn it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the midpoint of the center front. This is the midpoint of the center front. The center front, the middle. I'll go ahead and iron it down so that I will know the center. You can chalk it down. The reason is to know where you insert your bias. If your elastic. If you're making use of elastic, here we're making use of elastic, not casing. So I'll go ahead and sew it down this way. So this is how I'm sewing it down. At the up parts, I did not drag it much. I just drag it a little because I don't want the up part to have much ruffles. So after I finish dragging the up parts a little, I'll be stretching the elastic very well on this midpoint and the down points. Hope you can see how I'm stretching the elastic. The more you stretch, the more. So this is how the right side is looking like. So the next thing I'm going to do is to flip it to the wrong side again. So now I'll be inserting the belts. So from the shoulder, I will come down by 1 inch below the underbust. 1 inch below the underbust. The underbust is 13, so I'm marking 14 inches now. So from the center front, the body's measurements, then minus 2 inches. The body's measurement that I'm talking about is body measurement divided by 4. What you have there, then you minus it 2 inches. You can make use of body measurements exact, but I want to minus it 2 inches here. So you insert it on the line, then you do the same thing this side. From the shoulder, you come down by 1 inch below the underbust. The underbust that I'm working with is 13 inches, so I'm marking 14 inches here. So I'll go ahead and pin it. After pinning, then I'll sew it down. So after sewing, the next thing I'm going to do is to fold the sleeve. I'll go ahead and fold the sleeve, then join the side allowance by 1 inch, then I'll fold the down part.